Welcome in, everybody. Yes, Rob Ellis, John Ritchie. That is Ritchie and Rob, betPARX. And we're looking ahead, John, to the Eagles and the Jets. Birds come in undefeated, 5-0. Jets, I think, have shown heart, John. You know, they've shown you that they weren't just going to roll over after Aaron Rodgers went down. They get a little sweet revenge win last week for Nathaniel Hackett over Sean Payton and the Broncos here. I think certainly, you tell me if I'm wrong here, I think the advantage lies in a big way here with the Eagles D-line against this banged up, maybe not great offensive line and the inexperience of Zach Wilson. Tell me what you think one of the keys is for this game.
The O-line has been an ongoing saga in New York. It's sad that the O-line was so bad. It was 4 plays into the season and Aaron Rodgers is getting hit. Zach Wilson tries his best to do an Aaron Rodgers impression out there, and you can really see he's taking notes from Aaron Rodgers. There are some stylistic cues where it's wow, he looks sort of like Aaron Rodgers there. He doesn't play like Aaron Rodgers, and he's part of why the offensive line looks as bad as it looks. This is a kid who doesn't have good pocket awareness yet, and they're trying to protect him as best they can, with pass protection, but also by hiding him as best they can. And when they can't hide him, and he has to go out there and try to stand tall in the pocket and be an NFL quarterback, he's not always that good at it. I like his chutzpah. I like that the team's behind him, but you got to wonder how much longer the team's going to be behind him.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's Breece Hall and just hope. But then go to the other side. They actually do have a really good defense, John. And
they sure do.
And it's not just the front. You can work your way to the linebackers, to the secondary. Sauce Gardner, obviously, but Quentin Jefferson stands out. Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen Williams is nasty. Quinnen Williams, I don't know how Jalen Carter is the type of player we see him just overpower people. Quinnen Williams overpowers people. Alabama D tackle. It's like he has a huge head of steam when he hits you. He wallops you. That defense. The thing that scares me about the Jets defense is they run a lot of nickel looks. So you take a linebacker off, you bring a DB on. So you get a little bit faster. And I've seen they do that simulated pressure look that we've struggled with this season, where you got 6 guys, a nickel look, you got 6 guys up at the line of scrimmage in any sort of formation, just sort of amoeba-like, nebulous, simulated pressures when you make it look like 6 guys are coming, and then, a couple of them might drop out. Maybe one drops out, maybe none drop out, but it's a mystery for the offensive line. And that was something that gave us some problems early in the season. We've seen a lot more conventional looks the last couple weeks, and that, our offense has been rolling. Now we're going to have to contend with some of this creative stuff. Robert Saleh, their head coach, he's a defensively minded guy, and they're going to throw some nasty junk at us, and that we're going to have to try to decode.
You never want nasty junk thrown at you, John. All right, so I'm checking the betPARX app as we speak. The Eagles are 7-point favorites. I'm not asking you for a point spread pick here. I'm just asking you what your sense is of this game. Las Vegas thinks the Eagles win it somewhat comfortably. You think the Eagles win this game?
Yeah, I sure do, and I think they win it comfortably. I do think some of the defensive looks can give us some problems. And I do, I think it'll take, just like we saw a tale of 2 halves for the Eagle defense against the Rams, where it just looked like something clicked. Basically, Bradley Roby takes the field. This could be the type of game where our offense has to take a little while to decode all the unique looks that they're getting, get together on the sideline and figure some things out. But I'm very confident that we are dominant, comparatively speaking. And despite the fact that it's going to be tough to move the ball at times, I still think we can overpower anybody with the offensive line. And you saw the way that we passed to set up the run, which set up the pass, and everything sort of worked. Everything finally worked like hands in gloves out there on the field. I'm expecting it to look even better this week as the coaches continue to hone things to these players' specific skill sets.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think ultimately, like I mentioned, I think the defensive line overwhelms Wilson, and you're going to see some sacks, some mistakes made on his part. I think the Eagles win.
Oh,
and they cover.
For sure.
Yeah, John, a lot of fun. Looking forward to next week, my friend. Always good hanging out with you. He is the man, Jon Ritchie. John, take care, my friend. Always
Great
good hanging.
See you, Bert. See you next week.
That's my guy. That is my guy. We are Ritchie and Rob, betPARX.